13. A new home. The bumblebees buzzed around the flower in the Scarlet's paw. Where did you find that? They asked. The shadow destroyed everything. There are no more flowers. They pulled out Gray's magic map. He unrolled it and pointed to the whispering oak. Then he slid his wing over the mossy hills, stopped at a spot on the other side. This is where we found it, in Magical Meadow. There are flowers of every color and soft green grass, Scarlet said, smiling as she remembered. Blaze nodded. We'll be able to gather so much nectar and make so much honey that there will be enough for everyone, even the birds, Peg added. The smallest bee flew over and landed on Scarlet's flower. It disappeared inside the petals and popped up a few moments later, covered in pollen. The other bumblebees gathered around, buzzing excitedly. What are you doing? Teg asked. Dawn will be here soon. The bees looked at Teg. Follow us, the smallest bee said. They flew up to the highest branch of the whispering oak, landing beside a large beehive. You may take what you need, the small bee offered. Thank you, Teg said. He peered inside and saw a golden honeycomb filled with sticky honey. Teg's mouth watered. It smelled delicious. No wonder the birds want this so badly, he thought. He raced in with his wing and broke off the honeycomb. Then Teg flew back down to Scarlet and Blaze. Shadow! Blaze peeped. They could hear the bumblebees buzzing as they prepared to leave the whispering oak. I hope they'll be happy in their new home in the meadow, he thought. The shadow was almost overhead, but the friends had to reach the birds with Thorn or the tiger bats did. To the hills, they cried. Chapter 14. The embers done. Ted, Blaze, and Scarlet flew back to the hill as fast as they could. Fly faster, Ted said. They finally landed outside the bear's cave. We have your honeycomb, they called. Hank and Herbert picked their heads out of the cave. You do? They asked. Ted nodded. He reached into the sack where he had placed the honeycomb for safekeeping. Then he pulled it out to show the bears. The bears licked their lips. Yummy, they said, holding their big paws out to grab it. Ted held it back. What about the emberstone? He asked. Scarlet crossed her arms and nodded. We had a deal, she said. You will get this honeycomb when you head over the stone. Pip, Blaze agreed, stamping her feet. Herbert disappeared into the cave. Ooh, oh! Herbert howled, then ran back out of the cave. He stood empty-handed, licking his paw. I can touch the stone, he said, between licks. It's hot, too hot. Blaze gave a loud peep. It's not too hot for Blaze, they said with a grin. The bears stood back to let the Firehalk pass into the cave. Teg watched as the dark cave filled with the purple lights. Blaze hopped back out with a piece of the emberstone in her beak. Teg handed the bears the honeycomb. Thank you, Herbert said, chomping. Good luck with the rest of your journey, Hank said, licking sticky honey from his paws. The birds hurried back into their cave. Blaze set the stone down on the ground. She took the other piece out of Teg's sack. Both pieces glowed warm and bright. Slowly, the pieces moved toward each other. The closer they moved, the warmer, hotter they became. With a bright flash of light, they joined to make the one bigger piece. But the magical emberstone was still not complete. There was clearly at least one piece left for them to find. They pulled out the map. Where did they do next? Scarlet asked as she peered over his shoulder. Buzz hopped up and down excitedly as a new spot started to glow on the paper. East, Teg said, reading the map. The next piece is at Lullaby Lake.